Hello all. In today's video, we are going to focus on what is meant by TestNG. So, firstly, focus on this particular diagram. If you prepare only this particular diagram, it will elaborate itself what is meant by TestNG. I have designed this particular diagram having the information about the TestNG. Means what? So, basically, this particular TestNG means what? This TestNG is a framework. It is most widely used testing framework used in the automation testing suite, right? Then what it actually include? So first, tester will write the business logic for test and insert these particular test engine annotations. Then this test engine, the advantage of test engine is that parallel testing is possible, group and prioritization of testing is possible, then data parameterization is one of the advantage of this test engine. And what test engine produce? The xls file, html report and logs are produced by this test engine. So the generation of html report is the ability of this test engine. So it is we can say combined with the selenium code, because only writing the selenium code we are not able to produce any report. So this test engine is included, or we can say merged with this selenium code. So first we'll look at the what is mean by this test engine, what are the advantages. So we, as we have already discussed, the test engine is a framework. So this test engine is very important framework when you are actually developing any framework for testing from we can say from the basic level. So it provide you full control over the test cases and also for execution of test cases. Because for example, I will give you one example. Suppose you have written a more than 100 test cases. So while running that particular test cases, you can prioritize or you can select the number of test cases which you want to run. Means out of 100, if you want to run only 2 test cases, you can select that particular one and you can run that. So this is the main advantage of test engine. Then if you run any test case before any another test case, or means the prioritization of test case you can decide by using test cases. Means for example, you have developed one software, okay, and which is we can say which is very simple software. For example, it is storing the data for a student, right? So means student related any software will be there, and you have written the number of test cases. And if you want to run particular test case, means for example, it is storing the result of student, and in sequence you have written the test cases for firstly checking the login page, then after inserting the information like that. But before any insertion of the information, you want to run the test cases which is producing the exam result. So it is possible by using this test engine. Means you can easily prioritize the testing. Then this test engine framework come after the JUnit. So it adds the more, we can say, it add more powerful functions than the JUnit. And whereas the name itself, NG stands for the next generation. So this test NG framework, you can say it will eliminate or it removes the whatever will be the limitations which are in the JUnit. It has overcome it. And the main advantage of TestNG here, the parallel testing is possible, and grouped and prioritization is possible, and data parameterization is the one of the advantage of TestNG. So this TestNG annotations, here are the some TestNG annotations, that is before suit, after suit, before test, after test, before group, after group, before class, after class, before method, after method, and at the rate test. These are the annotations which are very easy to understand, and it has made our testers life very easy. When you are using this annotation, you can easily you can it is very helpful us to design that particular framework or to write down the test cases, right? So this annotations plays the very important, or it is the you can say is it's very important feature of this test engine. And the main thing is that here in Selenium code, the basic first step is what? You are writing the business logic in Selenium code, and these annotations you are inserting. You are inserting this test annotations in the Selenium code, right? And what is the main disadvantage or what is the limitation of Selenium code? By using Selenium code, we are not able to produce the any report for testing. So by using this TestNG or by combining this TestNG with the Selenium code, we are able to generate the HTML report, right? This TestNG is generating this HTML report is the main thing. So the TestNG produces the HTML report for implementation, and it also generates the logs. And in TestNG there is a no any limitation like at the rate before class, after class, which is present in the JUnit, because means there is no limitation, means you it's not compulsory to use. So this TestNG, you can TestNG, the main thing is you does not extend any class. Means here in TestNG framework it allows you to define the test cases where each test case is independent of another test case. There is no dependency, so that you can easily group or prioritize the test cases. You can run even if there are thousands of test cases are available and you want to run only 10 test cases, it is also possible in the TestNG, and it allows you to run the particular group also. So this is a grouped and prioritization, which is advantage of TestNG. So I will give you one simple example. What happens, for example, you want to do a smoke testing or regression testing. So for example, we'll take a basic example. If you have designed a login page for particular software, right? And while designing, you have added there insert username, insert password, then you are clicking on the OK, and there then you have inserted the forgot password like link. Okay, and you have tested that whole application. And after that, what happens? If you want to add any special functionality where like you are inserting there the registration page, registration button on the same login page. So what happens? You need to do a regression testing for what? As I have added that registration button on the login page, I need to check whether the whatever will be the uh, already there functionalities like login page functionalities will be there, whether they are affecting by adding this new button or not. This is the regression testing, right? Means you are going to check the regression impact on this particular page. So now you have written the hundred of test cases for this particular login page, and now you want to run only the login related test cases, and there the registration test cases are also added, but I want to do a regression testing. So you can select only that number of test cases which are related with the login page, and you can run easily. This is known as a grouped and priority grouping of the test cases. Means you can easily run only that particular group which is for use for the registration, which is used for the login page. So are you getting what it mean by the grouped? And the prioritization means you are selecting the priority, you are assigning the priority to the test case for running. Then parallel execution is the most important advantage provided by the TestNG. So parallel execution of test case, that means what? You are running the multiple test cases in in TestNG framework at a time. Then the XLS file means what? It is producing the XLS files means your Excel file. Then HTML reports and logs are the produced by this TestNG is nothing but the one of the most important advantage which is provided by the TestNG framework. So the main benefit is means main benefit is what? We are not passing any additional parameter to the annotation. So, and if you want to understand what is mean by this meaning of the each and every annotation, so I have already made the video for TestNG interview questions and answer. I will provide the link of the same in description box and also at the top of this particular video in the starting. So please go through all the question answers which are related with the TestNG. Thank you all, and please do comment, do subscribe to our channel, and please do comment on which point you want a next video.